Collective. I'm back. Welcome to my live. I am here. The title says, "You just won the lotto." I don't think so. Collective. There's a lot of people that thought that they won the lotto on you, on your life, and that's actually the opposite. You're gonna be the one with the jackpot. Okay. There is a short story that a teacher had us read in English lit when I was in college, and I'm just going to give you an idea of what the lottery was. So it's called The Lottery by Shirley Jackson. Okay, sorry, I have my thing covered. It was published in 1948. That year can be significant. All right, so the opening is, on a warm, sunny summer day, villagers gather in a town square to participate in a lottery. The village is small, with about 300 residents, and they are in an excited but anxious mood. All right. So let me... So it's fictional, but it is an annual tradition. The lottery is meant to guarantee a good harvest for the town, and to rid the town of bad omens, and appears to involve the ritual sacrifice of a citizen. So let me see. So what they do, the gist is that the families in the town pick one of their relatives to be in the lottery. It's like in this town, it's accepted. It's just like the way of the culture. It's a tradition in the town, so it wasn't questioned at this time. So it's like an annual stoning. Okay, so the town gathers together for that one particular family member that is given up for the town for the harvest. Let's just say, and they gather in the town square and they stone this person to death. Okay, so in one of my last videos, I mentioned that the collective and I myself is included in that, was put in a lottery. Okay, so you were put up for pickings. Okay, one by one, when you were born or later on in your life, you were selected. I'm normally it's at a young age where you were selected to be a part of this lottery, where they in turn follow your life. They create many obstacles, many things to where you would be your own downfall, to create your own downfall. Okay. They can't just gather you, grab you and gather you and bring you to the town square and have the whole town stone you to death, right? But in a way, that's what happened, because this whole community agreed and got together with these higher up individuals that picked you to be in the lottery collective and agreed to stone you, okay, quote unquote. Now, this readings are always for entertainment purposes, so this is a story and a message to some, may not all, so take it as it resonates. But this is an experience that I had where they stoned you with their words. They stoned you with their thoughts. They stoned you with their actions, not directly. Some directly, because some of may have tried to start altercations with you, or start issues with you, to where you either make a fool of yourself, you hurt yourself, or by their wishes lose your life behind this. So, collective, no, they did not win the lottery. They thought they did. They thought they had you, but you came out of it because you spiritually were awakened. You heard and received the calling, and you continue to heal and go within yourself, so that even if they were throwing stones at you verbally or however, it didn't affect you. If it did affect you, you took that, and with the help of ancestors and spirit guides and God, you transmuted that and transformed that into healthy energy for yourself. And you're continuing to do that. So this story kind of reminded me of what we are experiencing, because we are part of a lottery. We were put up for pickings and to be taken down one by one in front of everyone to see, with the help of your family, with the help of the community, with the help of businesses, because they all had a reason to benefit from your stoning in the town square. So they may have kept track of you by other people that followed you, maybe kept in close contact with your family. There may have been family members that you were close to that kept these people, these higher ups, informed of what you're doing and what moves you're making. Okay. These people already have money. Um, in my experience, I feel like these people were possibly taking care of my family, taking care and paying bills, paying rent, buying cars, giving them good jobs and things of that sort, because how desperate they were to see me in a down position, with the 10 of Swords in my back. So if this resonates for you, collective, that's exactly what happened. You were put in a lottery from higher ups from when you were born. Okay. You were watched and followed. You were groomed in a way to listen to certain people, perhaps your mother. Didn't matter how old you were. You always took their advice. Your parents, maybe an older aunt or uncle in your life, you took their advice. But again, back to this short story, These people, your family, put you up to be sacrificed. Maybe they didn't know, maybe they knew, but regardless of the fact, they agreed to this contract to put you up to be stoned to death for the whole community to see, for the whole town to see. So I mentioned in one of my last readings, they even have volunteers, So there are volunteers that were even picking up rocks and throwing them at you. They didn't even know you. They weren't bribed, they weren't paid. They just wanted to be a part of the crowd. They wanted to be a part of the in crowd. Maybe they thought this is how they would become famous, successful in life. Who knows? But they agreed to do it regardless. So whether they were bribed, they were paid, or they volunteered to stone you to death, collective, it happened, and you did not stay down. You got up with what you had, and you dusted all those rocks off of you. You picked up what you had, what you could walk away with, and you didn't pick those stones up and throw them back at the community and throw them back at your family and the higher ups that put you in this situation. You just dusted yourself off and walked away from the town. You didn't want to be a part of that. But just imagine all the other people that were innocently sacrificed years before this, because based on this story, it was an annual harvest that they did, again, to stop any bad omens from entering into the town and to breed good luck, and a good annual harvest for the town, so everyone can eat. So in a way, it's like they understood that you have to sacrifice someone in order to get what you want. So this is basically what your family did, what the community did, what the higher ups did. The higher ups already knew when you were born that you would be a strong pillar in the community. The elite already knew that you would be a strong pillar in the community. You would be a leader. You wouldn't agree to their wrongdoings. You wouldn't agree to the annual stonings and involving yourself into stoning other people. But just think back all the people prior to you that they were successful in sacrificing and successful in stoning to death. So even if and there's a continuation with the story where they start to consider other ways to bring harvest to the town and to stop the sacrifices and the rituals. But ultimately, this is how they got down. This is how the town got their way. Okay? And maybe some thought that they were doing it for the good of people. Maybe some didn't. But regardless, they agreed to unalive someone. And that was you, collective. They all agreed. All these people that smiled in your face grew up with you, laughed with you, your friends that you went to school with, your co-workers, your boss that said that they were in your corner and want to see you successful. They all agreed to sacrifice you. So we're just going to do some tarot and kind of go in deeper about this lottery because they thought when you were down and they stoned you and had you down like that, maybe in the last couple years that they were successful. And I heard they would get their millions, which is yours, collective. You own the town. It's your town. Okay? So these people that picked, their one family member to be involved in this stoning, they knew that person was, their energy was strong, their energetic field was strong. They knew that they may have had property given to them, they may have had money or inheritance given to them. And so it wasn't just they were randomly picking people, they were randomly picking people to be sacrificed out of their family that they knew that their energy would feed the whole town. So you by yourself, collective, your energy fed the whole town. Okay? This is the Eight of Cups. This is exactly what you chose to do, was walk away. You chose to leave all those cups behind, all the family members and co-workers and friends that were saying that they loved you and that they were in your corner and wanted you to succeed, but secretly put you up to be sacrificed. You walked away. You didn't turn around and try to throw those stones back at them. And I split it on the Eight of Cups and the Five of Wands. So because you chose to walk away and did not engage in these annual sacrifices, and you fought them off with everything that you had. You're like in the Wounded Warrior. When you walked away from here with the Eight of Cups, it was like you were in the Wounded Warrior energy. You were fighting and fighting and fighting the whole town, the whole community, even your family. And you said, no, you cannot have my blood. I will not let you sacrifice me. The only one that can say it's time for me to go is the Most High. Okay? So this is perfect. You walked away from the fight. You turned your back from the stoning, from them picking up stones. And each one of these wands are attacks on you. Verbal. I heard setups, try to set you up. Car accidents. Shootings. Because like I said, collective, they've been trying to sacrifice you and put you up for sacrifice a long time ago. So, like in my day growing up, shootings were really, really common when I was a teenager in this town. And a lot of people lost their lives. So there's people that got shot standing right next to me. And none of those bullets hit me. But I know now that they were aiming at me. My own family was a part of shooting at me. I knew those bullets were coming towards me. But my own family was a part of this with the community. Okay? And again, your house, collective, they want your property, whether it's your intellectual property, whether it's your actual home and your stability. They want your vehicle. They want your kids. Anything that is attached to you and your energy, they want it for themselves because they're afraid they may not get that harvest that they were banking on when they tried to take you down and keep you down. There's so many people that watched, stood by, and watched the attempts to on your life. There are people that poisoned you, gave you something like, here you go, take this, and stood there and watched you to see if you would die right in front of them. Just imagine the celebration that would have happened. They thought that they were being the Six of Wands with you being gone. But God had other plans, right? Creator, the all-knowing, all-seeing at all times, please protect this message as I give it out to the collective. Thank you for this opportunity to be with them and for them to listen. Hopefully it helps someone. Protect this message in Jesus' name. Any ill thought, ill action towards this message or me as I do this video, may it be blown back in Jesus' holy fire. Thank you. So the Five of Wands again, and then the Nine of Cups. You see how they're upset? So they're fighting, still fighting. They're going to be fighting until I hear court, and then they're going to be fighting in court. But they're upset. You see where their arms are crossed? Because all the plans that they thought to do to take you out of here, to sacrifice you, collective, didn't work. This could have been going on for 9 years or more. I know in my situation, it's been all my life since I came out. So this is where they're at. They're upset and they're fighting. I can't make it up. These people are starting to throw each other up under the bus. So the way that they wanted to take you into the town square, collective, and stone you to death, they're willing to give each other up now. See? They're willing to give each other up now. Oh, Five of Wands again. Look, I can't make it up. To the Tower. So they are literally in a tower right now because you're still alive. Isn't that crazy? They thought that they could move God's hand. Move God's hand and say, no, we're going to take them out when we're ready because we need a come up. We need to be able to pay our bills for the next year. We need to be able to take care of our kids for the next year. We need to be able to take care of the town. I hear build new roads. So the mayor, the councilmen were involved in this. Your energy and your aura is so strong, collective, that it fed the whole town. It fed the whole community. If you wonder why they're walking around with their face sunk in like this and upset and stumbling and over their words and looking like ghosts, like the Walking Dead, it's because they're in a tower and they're fighting each other and they're sacrificing each other. I'll be right back. So you've been keeping it easy breezy, collective. And they're wondering while they're over there fighting with each other, how can you keep it easy and breezy? How can you just still go through? Listen to Kalani. Was that Kalani? Oh, I'm sorry. Kiana Lede. That's easy breezy. yeah, they're wondering how can you be so balanced after everything that you went through and still be smiling and, out there taking care of yourself and loving on yourself. And it shows. Like, you have this aura around you, that this energetic field around you that everyone could feel. So there either two things is going to happen. They're either gonna like it or they're not. Okay. So I split it on the tower again, and then this is the Six of Wands. So yeah. So your celebration, because you were not stoned to death in the town square, you were not a part of their lottery collective. You are going to move towards celebration. Maybe around Christmas, you'll get your ultimate blessings and ultimate rewards for staying balanced, grounded, fighting your way through this tower that they tried to create for you. Okay? But they thought that this would be them off of your energy. Okay? So the tower came out, what, twice already? So collected, they've been doing this a lot. They have been um, split it on the Six of Wands again and the Three of Swords. So some of these people are heartbroken. Like I said, this is family. Okay. So some of these people are really heartbroken that they're in a tower right now and you are getting your blessings and you're able to move along and celebrate in your purity, okay, with people that actually care for you, um, in an atmosphere and a surrounding where they're not going to be trying to take you down every minute and every second of the day, by setting you up, um, or giving you, diseases, giving you, love bombing you, right? Love bombing you. And then when they love bomb you and they can get in and sleep with you, then they could burn you, okay? Give you all those little prickly things and thorns that they have on their wands, you know. They're upset, they're heartbroken, and they try to create illusions. They, with this Three of Swords, they try to create illusions, you know, saying that, oh, they still want to be here. They want to stay in the town and be with me. So part of the people along with your family that was wanting to stone you to death here in the town collective is people that you dated, okay? It could be three ex-lovers, okay? Because there's three swords here. It could be up to three people from your past. Remember I said for me, it's been over, my whole life. So I think back, and anyone that approached me was bribed and paid because, whoever I did decide to date and get a relationship with, they all did the same thing. They turned around and started acting a certain way. So I understand now that that was the whole plan. They wanted to act like they were celebrating with you, come in and love bomb you, and then act like they were celebrating with you, right? They were loving on you, or you guys are going to the next level, you're happy, you know. You may even had family ask, are you going to get married? So now what's going to happen? Are you going to get married? When your family members already knew the plot. They were using these people to take you down, okay? So the fact that the fact that it didn't work, they're heartbroken. So all these lovers here, they're realizing now, that this was all a part of a bigger plan. Okay. Look at that. So they're having rainy days right now. It's like a cloud that's following them around, that's raining on their head. Okay. These ex-lovers wanted to take your house. They wanted to take your house. It could be the fact that they were trying to affect all of your houses, or they wanted to actually steal a house that you may have known about or that you didn't know about. But you turned your back. You said you're moving on. It's the Two of Wands. You see the earth is in his hand. It's the Two of Wands. I'm going to light another incense. Let me ring the bell. Let's clear the energy. Yes. Risk it all. My God, please. So they were willing to risk it all, collective. They were willing to risk it all to these ex-lovers of yours, were willing to risk it all. And the two that I've dealt with in my past, they both told me, you're the last. They both said, you're the last. You're the last one. And I always thought about that, because they never, that was part of the plan, was to don't go deeper into the relationship, right? Keep it at surface level, but keep her distracted. Keep her, in a distracted phase, right? Now I know what it meant, because these men were being bribed. They were being paid, and they weren't just being paid. They were given levels of positions in their jobs. They worked with a whole different group of other people to make sure that they were benefited by keeping me down, by keeping their foot on my neck. So now that I understand what they meant by you're the last, is because I gave them a run for their money. So collective, you may have been told this, divine feminine, divine masculine, you may have been told this by your ex-lovers, that you're the last, because they put up a fight. The Five of Wands, they had to put up a fight to try to take you down. So being the last means that they don't want to continue to be bribed to date people, right? To be bribed. So this is a bigger plan than just, your family telling somebody to approach you and try and love bomb you and date you. This has been going around the world and the country this little plan that the elite had in place. And it was like a trickle down effect, right? It's like a pyramid scheme. It was like a, they get paid at the top the most, and then as it goes down, they get paid, but everybody's living in lack. So what they think is worth doing to you, hurting you and abusing you, and spending their life force, their time, and their energy to put you in a bad situation, I guess after a certain amount of time being told that you're the last, they realize that it wasn't really worth it. Who knows? But they used all their life. All My Life by Jacquees is on. So they used all their life to do this. Some of these men started love bombing and acting like being a fake lover to you, collective, in their early age. And it wasn't just you. Whoever came before you, they were successful in putting those women or men in lack situations and making their lives unstable. Perhaps even taking their lives, setting them up to be poisoned, asking about going out or them leaving and saying that they're going to get you something to eat, but then coming back and then you eat with these people, you eat with them, but then it's like you get sick, you start to feel sick. And they did this a few times. But being told that you're the last, I finally understood what they meant by that. So, yeah, I am the last. I'm the one that's going to bring all of y'all to judgment for what you've done and what you attempted to do to me and anyone else before me. You picked the right one. Don't be mad, okay? It's just business. See? It was just business, right? Coming in and love bombing and acting like you wanted to be in a relationship, and then the family around talking about, oh, you should be with him or her. They got it going on. You should be with them. Helping you get involved with these murderers. It's all business, right? So whatever happens moving forward with the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Wands, it was all business. Don't take it personal. If you find that you're in the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and you're in the Six of Wands in reverse, because that's what's happening right now. That's why they're in the Five of Wands right now. They're fighting with each other. They're throwing each other under the bus because they know they're not going to get this. Millions that are yours, collective, because this was the lottery that they was hoping to get from you by sacrificing you. The whole town was going to get your Ace of Pentacles that God gave you, that God already had in place for you before you were born. What you agreed to. They thought they were going to get this. So all those contracts that were written and set up and put up, hold on. So what they thought that they could get from you by all these contracts that they were making, and Betty, one ex-lover that you have would have 6 contracts on you. So this was what was on your head, collective. This was what the bounty that they put on your head to take you out was the Ace of Pentacles. even if you didn't know, they wanted to have these people and your coworkers and your friends, so-called friends, build this illusion around you in your life to where even if you didn't know that your worth and who you truly are, that they could keep you in that illusion and then take your Ace of Pentacles. So in my situation, I always have worked. Okay. Um, of course, I was made a single mother. No, I'm not crying or complaining. But my situation is because these ex-lovers may not have intended to impregnate me. Maybe, I don't know. But I ended up having 2 kids, 15 years apart. Okay. So again, yeah, they was doing this for a long time, trying to bribe these men to be with me and to trick me, right? To keep me distracted. So both abusive relationships, okay, because it was supposed to be like that. But they, I worked. I didn't mind working, and they knew that. My family knew that. Everyone around me knew. My coworkers knew. I didn't mind if I had to work, 60-hour weeks. I would do it because I had a home to take care of. I had kids that I had to take care of, make sure they were good. You know, so I ended up getting a business started. I was already full time with my job. At that time, it was 5 or 6 years that I was on my job, and I was full time there. And also, I ended up going back and getting my real estate license because you have to pay. So at one time, I didn't have the money to do it. And you have to pay until you pass the course, the test to get your license. So I kind of, was at the point where my certification was going to expire to get my license because you have to go get your 90 hours. At that time, it was 90 hours back in the day. So you have to have your certification that you got your hours in school before you go test for your license. So I did that. And I ended up passing and getting my license. The first person that I called was my mother. She was the first person that I called for a lot of things, a lot of good things and a lot of bad things that happened in my life. You know, little did I know, that calling her for those good things was like, the evil eye back at me, evil words back at me, stones being thrown, right? The bad things that happened in my life, it was like, yes, it worked. Anytime that I called crying, that was the best for them, for my family. So I worked full time at my job, and I also worked full time as a realtor. Um, and then I started realizing that it was going to be kind of difficult to juggle, but I did it. Okay. And I spent my time building my career. I spent my time building my platform and making calls and things of that sort, not knowing that the whole time there was people setting me up. So if you go on my YouTube page and you go back to the beginning of my videos, my page was originally my real estate account, my real estate platform. Okay. Me being an agent, there was a few homes that I showed. Okay. So I kept those videos on there as a reminder of what I've done, because I'm not going to erase my successes. I'm not going to erase anything that, had the potential to bring me to the next level. Okay. But my whole family around, don't give him no bread. No. My whole family around me, in my face, they were rooting for me, right? but behind my back, they were trying to set me up at each time. The first thing that my mother told me when I told her that I got my real estate license was, they're out there killing realtors. Realtors, they're killing them. And I said, why would you say that instead of congratulations? Now I know why. Because I was put in this lottery to never be successful, to only have enough. And when I get enough, take it from me. So, collective, if you resonate with this story, that's what was happening. It wasn't life, because I was brainwashed to think, oh, that's just my life, story of my life. Nothing goes my way. But in all reality, all these people were setting you up so that you would never succeed. You couldn't get away from them. Okay, you couldn't fly away like a bird and break out of that cage that they formed to keep you in until it was time to sacrifice you. Okay? So for 4 years, I worked full-time with my job and was a full-time realtor until they couldn't sacrifice me and stone me to death. So what did they do? They used my oldest son against me, and they made claims that were not true and got me arrested. And those claims led to me losing my license because I was considered a public servant. You have to get a fingerprint card and everything. I was considered a public servant. So it's just a little bit of my life and what I went through as regards to, this, right? Because every time that I tried to celebrate, just like you, collective, every time you had a celebration at your fingertips, it was right there. You could smell it. Your Ace of Pentacles is right there. You could almost touch it. And they snatch it away from you. They create situations. They lie. They stone you. They throw those stones at you to keep you down, because that was the whole plan. These people agreed with higher ups and made you a selective target when all you were trying to do was live your life. I was happy hustling and working full time and trying to change that and get a business started, get a successful real estate business started also. I was fine with that. I thought I was, doing things right. I wasn't out there stealing and selling my body and thieving and going on, I thought I was doing the right thing, but that wasn't enough for them. They had all the money. They had the Ace of Pentacles. They had all the money. My home, my property, all my inheritance that was taken from me, and they hid it from me. They had all those things and living a famous life. Some of these people got famous off of me, when that fame was supposed to be for me. That fame and fortune was put in place for me, collective, and for you. Okay? But that wasn't enough. They had to have fun, right? They wanted to have fun, like the Ace of Pentacles again. So the fact that they had already tried to take this from you, collective, that wasn't enough. They had to stop you from working, even if it was just a little wage job. They had to stop you from working, and they laughed, creating situations to get you fired. They had to create situations to get your business, to ruin your business and get that taken from you. They had to create illusions and setups to get your kids and lie and get your kids taken from you, if they were under 18. They had to sabotage your cars. I've been through 3 cars in 9 months. Okay. So They had to sabotage your cars. Well, let's just say 3 cars in like a year, a little over a year. But they had to sabotage, your whole existence. Even though they were living off of your Ace of Pentacles and living well, eating lobster and steak, getting fat off of you, and then come and sit in front of you like they don't have nothing, but talk down to you while they're using your money and your success and your fame. That wasn't enough. They couldn't just leave you alone and let you live your little life, right? Your little life. These illusions that they created around you, they had to go further and have you be without nothing. That was the mistake. The first mistake was they thought that they could move God's hand and take this. That was the first mistake. Second mistake is that they thought to joke around and make entertainment out of you to ruin your life. The little life that you were happy with. You were happy going to work. You were fine with that. You weren't laying around here like these people, being lazy, crying about going to work every day, crying about taking care of their kids, crying about, why can't they just have a soft life and an easy life? They looked at how hard you were working, collective, and still were jealous, even though they were sitting on millions thanks to you. They were jealous. So they had to take what little you had, right, in your illusion of your life. They had to take what little you had and take that from you, which was their ultimate mistake, because this is where they're at. Overwhelmed by fears, nightmares, anxiety, self-doubt, fear, guilt, poor sleep. So even though they already took this from you and had this, they had to still come at you and make you lose what little they thought you had, right? Now look, because you cannot move God's hand to get what you want. And the beautiful thing about it is that you'll get away with it for years. God will give you that opportunity to come around. Whether you're working with Satan or God, you have options till you get in those contracts. They chose to contract to move God's hand and take what was yours and contract with Satan, with the devil. And once you make them contracts with the devil, there's no getting out of it. You may think you went in for a long time, but there's no way out of it. So those fears and anxiety and self-doubt that they were trying to project and put on you, collective, this is what they're going through right now. Because you chose to walk away from being stoned. You didn't pick up no stones, and how you fought back was genius. These people can never fight back the way that you did because they have to heal. They have to be emotionally stable, okay? These people are in high up positions and making other people, blackmailing people too, So these people that were attacking you and throwing stones at you, they also were being blackmailed into losing everything. It's just they were living in lack. So they weren't like, I can't lose nothing. I can't. Because if I lose this, I'll be out in the cold. See the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Pentacles. Five of Wands is definitely a major card right now that's coming out, because after the Five of Wands, they're in the Five of Pentacles, out in the cold. So they couldn't be blackmailed. They couldn't. They had to go along with it. So even if they looked at you and were like, I don't want to fight with them no more, I don't want to fight with the collective no more, they didn't have a choice, because they already made those contracts with the devil and put them in a place to where they didn't have a choice. So if you still see, gang stalkers around, people trying to uh, antagonize you or to get you to act out, things like that, it's because they're out in the cold. They're threatened. They're threatened to be out in the cold. But little do they know, they never had this. They never had the Ace of Pentacles. They will be out in the cold regardless. This is your landlord, your property managers, your neighbors, your co-workers, your family, upper elite people, even famous people that you wouldn't think would even be worried about you, collective. But the only reason that they got famous was because they took this from you. Whether it's your abundance, period. It could be your health, your wealth, actual money, actual stability, your energy, any resource that you provided. They took that from you and got famous off of it. It may be celebrities that you actually have paid tickets and money to go see. You paid to go to their concerts or paid to meet them. But little do you know, they were excited to meet you because they knew who you are before you did. That lottery that you're in, collective, is a list. Like I said, you were put on a list. You were put on a lottery from the beginning because of this. That list has been passed around to the elites and between the elites for a long time. Your name makes people move. Just by hearing your name makes people move. Like Ludacris, when I move, you move. That's exactly what happens. And if you notice, even in your everyday, life, you notice when you go places or you go outside, people move when you move. So don't get frustrated by that, collective, because they're out in the cold, okay? They're losing everything. So if you see any celebrities and famous people starting to lose things, starting to have, I heard, court battles, starting to go to court, starting to go through things that you never thought a celebrity would go through, it's because this shouldn't have been theirs from the first place. It was yours. But you have to go through your own. I heard to humble. Sometimes people get that money and then don't know how to act. So when they heard that, might be this person right here, the King of Pentacles. Look at how frustrated he looks. When they heard that you were, okay, can't make it up. So look, this is the King of Pentacles. This is the higher ups, the elite, the celebrity that has been taking your blessings, your abundance, your energy, and been cloaking in your energy to get your pentacles, to get your Ace of Pentacles. But God know better. I've already said you cannot trick the ethers. You may think you're getting away with it, but it's God's grace to see what decision you're going to make. Are you going to continue to be a thief and a murderer and a fraudster? Or are you going to do the right thing? They're holding on to this. This King of Pentacles is holding on to this for dear life, okay? they are upset. They may be Earth sign, they may be Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. I hear Virgo is significant. So they're holding on to this for dear life. I heard they're if they gotta go down, they're taking this down with you, but it's not gonna work. Okay? It's gonna go where it's supposed to go. It's gonna go to you, collective. So the King of Pentacles is upset. Remember the Nine of Cups that came out? They're upset. They don't want to let this go. The King of Pentacles is also on some type of drugs. Drugs? He's on drugs because he looked like he looked like he's not even conscious. So either he's drinking a lot or he is on some type of substance or drug that makes him kind of doze off. So it could be like heroin, fentanyl, or, I'm not an expert in that. I have never done that. Besides what they tried to poison me with, the King of Pentacles tried to poison me with, and you too, collective. But, never willingly took those things. So he definitely is. This is a Taurus too. He's on some type of dope. So the Ace of Pentacles, these people get your money, they take it, and they do shit with it. Like they turn it into more crap. The crap that they come with, and they think that they're like on top of the world with your abundance, collective, and with your energy. They turn it into crap. So it never produces any type of fruit. It kind of looks like everything is dying all around him, all around the King of Pentacles. Everything is dying. Yeah, this he's on some type of substance abuse. It could be the King of Pentacles could be a family member. It could be one of your ex-lovers, collective. And King of Pentacles could be Queen of Pentacles, so it could be masculine or feminine. They're just sitting in their masculine energy. If it's queen, if it's feminine, excuse me. But yeah. And then again, this house back here. This may be what your house looked like. He not even happy. So the King of Pentacles did all these things to take this from you, to take your Ace of Pentacles, to take your home, whether it's stability, your happiness, your family, or an actual house and property. He did all that to take it, and look at the look on his face. It's very smug. It's very like, I guess. So this is probably how the King of Pentacles acted around you when you were allowing them to be around you, collective. This is probably how they were acting. Very like smug and stuck up, like nothing ever impresses them. Nothing ever excites them. It's because they're arrogant. It's that narcissistic type of, archetype, that type of personality disorder, and I'm not no therapist, I'm not a doctor, but I believe, just like you, collective, have experienced enough narcissistic behavior to understand what it looked like and how it feels. So, yeah, he's not even happy. Look how big that house is. While you over here living in your little apartment, your little place, right? You fixing it up, you singing around the house, you keeping it clean, keeping it, organized. You happy. But what does the King of Pentacles do? They try to get you in situations to ruin that. So you're on the street. Lie about you. But everything that they were saying is coming back on them. And with that Nine of Swords that came out, it's coming back on them. Because the lies whatever, little shit businesses they thought they could set up off of your Ace of Pentacles is no more. All the boasting and bragging that they used you for is coming back on them because it's showing. Anyone that's around this King of Pentacles is like, bro, why you look like that? They could be losing their color. They could be like looking like they don't even have any color. That's the anxiety that they're feeling and the fears that they're feeling and the lack of sleep that they're feeling with the Nine of Swords. Okay? None of this, their little come up, if they would have just used their own energy to produce their own and go within and heal, they would be fine. They would have their own Ace of Pentacles and don't have to steal from somebody and make that person look bad, But I hear inner child. They look at the look on this face. This is an inner child wound. This is an inner child issue that they don't want to address and heal and make balance with their inner child and love that inner child again and figure out what was missing. Okay? Because everybody has trauma. Everybody goes through childhood trauma. Unfortunately, we experience it in some type of way. But how are you going to heal so that you're not stealing from people and killing people and setting people up unless you're just a psycho and you just, a sadomasochist that loves to see people that you claim to love, especially your ex-girlfriend, in situations that hurts them and abuse them. This is the King of Pentacles right here. Just sadomasochist. He wants to see you abused on the street, collective. He or she wants to see you, people kicking you when you down, when you already lay down on the street. More swords in your back, right? I split it on the Two of Pentacles. So he's out of options. You still have options, collective. But with the King of Pentacles, he don't have no more options. It's done. There's turbulent waters in the back. Things ain't working out the way that they planned to. And he's reporting back to these elites because he wanted to be famous too. Now, it's the King of Pentacles. He wanted the fame, fortune, the women or the men, the cars. He wanted all that. But this is what I get. He was juggling. So he was juggling with his wand, with his private area and other places on his body. That's what he was using to get his options. He didn't naturally have options given to him because he didn't make the right choices. So he had to force these options, and he still don't have options. He's blocked from any options. Thank you, Spirit. So, yeah, see? He's heartbroken because you don't want to be bothered with him, but he still has to use these options that he had. Oh, excuse me, sorry. He has to use these options that he had and juggle them with other people to try to get those illusions of him having options to move forward, right? To still have money, to still be in the position that he's in. So he's sleeping around, being a male or female whore, probably what he was claiming that you did, collective, and to try to get options, but he's blocked. There's a card that's creeping out right here. Let's see what it is. It's the Hermit. Okay. So, and then the Ace of Wands. Yeah. Those little smart ideas that he thought he had to still come at you, collective. Not working, not working. You are the one that's creative and abundant because you went into isolation, okay? You went into isolation and continue to be creative, continue to love yourself, and to be grateful, to be in that gratitude mode and grounded. And I hear the magician. So you alchemized your options. You have all the ideas in the world. They thought they could take this from you, take all your ideas and steal them and use them for their own and get their own options. You're the one with options, collective. You are the one that's creative, okay? And this is also the King of Pentacles and anyone that he worked with. They're in the hermit mode, okay? They may be even, what does the hermit say? Holding on to the past, resentment, grief, loss, mourning, and regret. So this King of Pentacles is in regret. Again, the Three of Swords, because he was doing all that, trying to put you in a triangle, in a third party, triangulating the love that he claimed to have for you, collective, or the love that she claimed to have for you, divine masculine, and triangulating it, using your ideas and your passion and your creativity for their own, again, that God gave you. You were born this way, okay? And using them for your own. He even tried to mask as divine masculine. He even tried to mask that he was this, he or she, divine feminine, divine masculine, tried to copycat and mask themselves into portraying themselves as divine feminine, divine masculine. If they just do enough research, if they stalk you enough, if they watch you from afar enough, if they pay people to watch you and take notes on where you're going and what you're doing, keeping track of your schedule, keeping track of what you're doing in your daily life, that they could, copy. They could copy you and still have those options, right? They could still have this. They thought that they could do that. So they're still trying to copy you, collective. The King of Pentacles is still trying to watch you secretly. It's not a secret. Take notes. I hear take notes on what you're doing, who you're doing it with, right? Stand outside your home looking sad and mournful and regretful, and, I hear their funeral is coming. And I'm dressed for a funeral. I have on my black dress. See? I'm dressed for a funeral. But they thought they could still do this. After all the time and the years that they were pretending to be creative, they were pretending to be the one with all the ideas and all the good thoughts and the networking and, not also being smart and charismatic, but also being attractive, the most attractive person in the room. He can get any person that he wants or he or she wants when they step in the room, because they were copying your energy. They're copying you, collective, and stealing from you. So, like we said, whatever they turns to crap. Whatever they touch turns to crap, while everything that you touch is the Ace of Pentacles. It turns to gold. They're in this along with the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. See, they even got to leave the house. Look, So whatever house they took, or like I said, it could be figuratively or literal, whatever house or home that they thought that they could take from you, they've been pushed back by the divine. Okay? Pushed back. And he's looking at that house, looking at your house, like, dang, I messed up. But they're still stalking, they're still watching, they're still being creeps. Instead of using this time, the breath that God gave them, to be better. Maybe if they did that, they would have more time here on this earth. But their time is being cut short. That's what I hear. Their time is being cut short because of this. And because of this. He thought they had options, collective. And the King of Pentacles still thinks that he has options. Because he's still going around. I can't believe people are still working with him. I can't believe it. Or he's trying to. They're trying to still be in this energy where they're the Ace of Wands, so they can come towards you, collective, and still be a lover. But remember the Five of Wands, how thorny and prickly those wands were. They looked like they didn't even have really like fruitful leaves on them. So the King of Pentacles, feminine or masculine, may have something that they're trying to bring your way, but you block them off to where they can't, right? With the Three of Swords. But this is their intention, to come your way and be your lover. They still cannot be anything else to you but a hoe. Okay? So they want to be your lover and give you what they have. So either it's, sexually transmitted spirits, or actual disease that they want to give you after fighting with those same people that after fighting with those same people that he or she was sleeping with, because they have to do rituals, they have to do all these things after fighting with all those people and still sleeping with them, they think that they can cloak themselves and come your way and still be your lover and give you what all those people are sick with. They could be spiritually sick or physically sick. But remember when I showed you the King of Pentacles face, he looked like he losing his color. So it's probably a physical sickness. And it could just be because they don't want to give up what they don't want to stop being this and leave you alone. They think that they still have options. And that's all because, collective, they knew that you were in a lottery. You were on a list to be famous and be successful, regardless. Some of you may not want to be, may not even think about being in the limelight. But when God gives you something with abundance, abundance can mean anything. It can mean you could live for 120 years. It don't have to mean that you're famous, But for the collective that this resonates with, it definitely has to do with the industry, okay? These people, even the King of Pentacles, your ex-lovers, they thought that they were going to get a one-up. They thought that they were going to evolve by taking you down, right? They thought that they were going to evolve. And it's like, I don't even have to lay these cards out. Just showing you, I was able to tell you the story without even laying these cards out. Lovers on the bottom again. Look. Lover to the seven of wands. Okay. So this definitely, collective, remember the ace of wands that came up. Okay. So they're realizing in the hermit mode that they cannot be you. Okay. With the ace of wands, they cannot recreate your creativity. They cannot recreate your passion. They cannot recreate you, collective. You may be a sensual individual. You may be charismatic. You may, when you step in a room, people are just drawn to you. You know, you may be good with animals. You know, some of you may be veterinarians or wanting to do that. But whatever soul that you come in contact with, you touch that soul. Okay, they cannot take that from you. Okay, so you got protection, and you got people. You got, I hear people. So maybe it's your soul family. But I'm sweating. Sorry, I'm getting excited. But I hear you got people that are, before it even gets to you, they are shutting it down. I don't know. I haven't been in contact with anyone, but this is what spirit is saying, collective. Maybe you have. Maybe your soul family or someone in your soul tribe has reached out to you. But this is what it is. You still fighting yourself, right? But you also have, I hear, a community that is standing in front of you and blocking, right? Blocking for you. They're fighting for you too. So this King of Pentacles can't get to you like they want, right? They're blocking them trying to come into you being lovers, them trying to love bomb you, trying to convince you that they'll never do that again and that they'll never be that person. They with them in hermit mode, they may even be saying that they're healed, that they went into self-isolation and that they've healed, so they're better, you know. So the seven of wands is like, can't nobody come towards my collective unless they are in the upright and got their own ish in check. Okay, let's do one more shuffle. Look, so the seven of wands again with the four of wands. A lot of wands coming out. So this is a lot of passion, a lot of emotions, a lot of, action, strong actions and things that were done on both sides, collective, to go against you again because you was in the lottery, but then also to fight for you and you fighting for yourself. So this seven of wands is bringing in the four of wands. Remember, I was saying that the King of Pentacles is mad because they got to give up that big old house that's yours, and then Ace of Pentacles that they tried to push God's hand away and take, that was always yours before you could even touch it. Somebody told the King of Pentacles that they owned you. Somebody told the King of Pentacles that if they do this, that you're theirs, collective. The King of Pentacles walk around here acting like you are their property. You're nobody's property but God's. Always remember that. You are nobody's property. Don't nobody lay claim to anything of you, whether it's your energy, whether it's your wealth, your health, your family, your love. They cannot claim anything. Only God can. Seven of Wands to the Page of Pentacles. So this fighting for yourself and this blockage that you're putting up, at least 7 people you done had to block and say, get out of my way. You're not coming towards my way. This has brought in the Page of Pentacles, which means that there's good news coming for you. Remember the house, the 4 of Wands that came out before this. So from the 7 of Wands to the 4 of Wands and to the Page of Pentacles, you're going to get your Ace of Pentacles back. It was always yours, okay? Yeah, it may have been delayed a little bit, but thank God that they showed their asses. Thank God the King of Pentacles showed their asses, because now you know who to trust with your Ace of Pentacles. It wasn't meant for all your family, the community that you were in, your co-workers, your friends, all of everybody, the elite people that put you in the lottery initially. It was not meant for them. So all this had to happen to give them grace, because they had the option to be right and save their soul and save their own life, right? And their legacy. That's what I hear, their legacy. Okay, their generations that they think is going to come. Okay, X'd out. That's what I hear. So they had that opportunity. And what you chose was the right thing. So all of that is coming full circle back to you. Look, 7 of Wands again. So all this happening is giving you back your home, your inheritance, your health, your wealth, your family, your love, your career. All of that is giving this back to you and putting them in the 8 of Swords. So they're not only going through those towers that we saw, they're also going to be out in the cold with the 5 of Pentacles. They're also going to be bounded by their lies. Okay, that's why the 9 of Cups, that's why he looked the way he did. And that's why the King of Pentacles looked the way that he did. Okay, so this is you, High Priestess. Oh, sorry. So this is who you were battling this whole time, was the devil. And you may have felt like that, collective. You may have felt like you was battling with the devil the whole time, because everything that you went through. Yeah. And you are still in this energy, and you will remain in this energy. Maybe they didn't know that you was a high priestess, but the devil knew. But again, you still have options. You want to work with the devil, you had an option to turn him away. These people, the King of Pentacles and the higher ups, the celebrities, things did not turn this devil away. They welcomed him. Welcomed all the contracts that they made deals to get, to put you in this lottery, to keep you in this lottery, to watch you and be entertained when you were hurt, when you were going through things. When you were happy, they were mad. When you were sad, they were happy. So all the people that stood by and watched you suffer, collective, they're bounded. And then the 8 of Swords is what you've seen before this. So High Priestess, you call judgment on everybody. So mother and clothes may be significant. I did mention a mother. Meetings came out. So they may be having meetings right now about you collective, about what contracts they made, why they made these contracts with the devil, right? But these meetings are very significant right now because remember, there are in the Five of Pentacles, right? The Eight of Swords, and they don't have any options. I'm going to do another instant. Let's see what song is on. Rain on Me by Ashanti. Rain on Me. That's what's happening. Because the Three of Swords that came out, it looked like it was cloud and rain coming down on them. So they're being rained on right now. So that little cloud, there's a cloud that's following them around right now and constantly raining on them. Yeah. They're being rained on. The rain is in your favor, collective. So if it does rain, go out and play and run around in the rain. Don't worry about getting wet, okay? Because that's ancestors blessing you. That's God blessing you. On the other hand, for them, these meetings that they're having, they're being rained on and not in a good way. So these meetings include the game stalking that they were doing, the rituals on the weekends that they were doing to you, the neighborhood and neighbors that they were gathering around to do the meetings, to come against you to do the rituals and a sacrifice. These meetings were about you being in the lottery, on that list, that famous list that you were not supposed to know about. This person was a big part of setting you up and keeping you on that list. You may be in Alaska. This is the last frontier. So whatever meeting they're having, they're in the five. This is the last frontier is the Five of Pentacles collected. The last frontier is like their last little go round. What are they gonna do? Right? Because they have nothing to lose. So they gotta still try something. Who cares? It's not gonna work. If that was the case, you would have been gone years ago. So the last frontier is what they have because they may be being watched. Remember, they're in the hermit mode too. So they think that they're still stalking you and watching you when they're being stalked and watched. Okay? So they may be asking for favors. They may be asking for favors in this meeting. They may be asking to give more time because they're working with the devil, right? They got these contracts with the devil. So they may be asking for more time to do their job, to do that last little go around, right? I heard the coup de grace, the rendezvous. Okay, so there may be a rendezvous that they're planning on doing with you, collective. You already know because you're the high priestess. Texas want to try to come out. So T may be significant. This may be the name of the King of Pentacles. They may have T in their name, or someone higher up in the lead. That what I'm getting is this is somebody that's in the higher up, like a celebrity type person that wanted to keep you on the lottery and make deals with, the lower people like your family and your coworkers and things to do things to you to take you out. So prayers for abundant in love and wealth. 1111. Okay, so your prayers that you're doing, collective, are keeping you in a state of gratitude and in a state where your Two of Cups is coming in, because 1111 to me is Two of Cups, or your soulmate, soul tribe family. I'm the artist of my life. So your solar plexus, creativity, like we talked about with the Ace of Wands, how they couldn't take it from you. So you've actually honed it in and made it stronger. And they can't touch it, collective. They're blocked from it. So repair. This could be you repairing yourself, your shoppers, your house. This could be repairs to your vehicle. Repairs to your your home. This could be the home that you're getting. This may be things that are having to be done before you get your home, because whomever the King of Pentacles collaborated with may have been upset and done things to your home, even try maybe to even set it on fire. That's what I hear. um, This is Proverbs 29:16. So make sure you're doing your prayers. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increasing, but the righteous shall see their fall. Karma. And that's what's happening. They're in the Five of Pentacles because of that. Your brother could be involved. Sister didn't come out, but siblings, just because it say brother. It could be a brother that's not blood from you, but it could be like your stepbrother. It could be a fraternity that, or a sorority that you're connected to, where they your brother or sister went against you, collective. Okay. They have plants in the neighborhood, or you may like plants, but when I see this card, this is people that they were planting around you, like the King of Pentacles card, how he had all those plants around him that were dying. They looked like they were kind of, they needed love. They needed, nurturing, right? So your brother could have to do with these plants being put around your neighborhood, or be upset because the pentacles that they thought, the Ace of Pentacles that they thought that they were going to get, you know, they're not. So their little farm or whatever they set up around them, thinking that they could grow that off of you, collective, is dying. Colorado could be significant. This is Centennial State. Color, like I said, they may be losing their color. So if you see people around you, like your family, they happen to pop up, or your ex-lovers, or anybody that went against you, even these higher up elites, they look like they're losing their color, like we talked about. That could be because the meetings that they're having, they're not getting good news. They're not getting what they expected. Like I said, their plants are dying. Goodness. So Capricorn, maybe the King of Pentacles, or someone, maybe one of your ex-lovers, or someone that went against you, collective. A Capricorn may even be your soul family that's coming in, your soul tribe. But your son or daughter, if they're old enough, if they're older, like adult son or daughter, they may have been involved in, the lottery with stoning you, collective, with trying to take you out, make you lose everything. It could be the son or daughter that's underage that they tried to lie and say that you're a bad parent and you don't know what you're doing and they could do a better job. So they tried to take your son or daughter from you. But it's all because of the Ace of Pentacles that they wanted from you. They wanted to, not also because your bloodline collective, your kids are connected to your bloodline. So if they don't have you, and you're gone, whether you chose to leave or they took you out, they still have your children where they could feed off of and continue to be on this earth to do the shit that they do, right? They could feed off your kids with your energy, and still take it. So we have, they could be black. It can also be a Virgo. Remember, I was saying Virgo is significant. So definitely the King of Pentacles is an earth sign, okay? Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. This could be, what I'm getting is the people that went against you, okay? The King of Pentacles, which is one of your ex-lovers. It could also be, because we see mother, it could also be your father, okay? But black is significant, so this may resonate with anyone that had any of the ex-lovers that may have been black, co-workers, friends, family. Isaiah 44:4 and 44:6. So these numbers could be significant. A lot of fours. I have the fan on too. All right, so the fourth house, deepest foundations of our being, encompassing our emotional roots, sense of home, family, dynamics, ancestry, and the subconscious patterns formed during early childhood, essentially reflecting our inner world and how we feel most secure and grounded in life. So we were talking about that. They wanted to constantly attack your fourth house, home and family, emotional foundation, inner self, heritage and ancestry, psychological roots, and moon as a natural ruler. So you may be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Hidden secrets and fears. And that's what they try to do by lying on you, saying that, you're out in the streets doing this, you're not taking care of your kids, you can't take care of your home. So they literally attacked all of these key notes in your fourth house: home and family, right? Emotional foundation, because they wanted you all crazy so they could be like, see, she needs to be locked up, she needs to be in a straitjacket, right? Inner self, which is your inner child and growing up. Heritage and ancestry, which is your bloodline, your Ace of Pentacles that was given to you from birth, right? Psychological roots, how you see yourself, how you act in society. They wanted you to feel like, you're going crazy. They wanted to create these illusions around you in your life to make you feel like you were going crazy, okay? I've even had to have altercations with some of the neighbors, and they come out talking about, oh, you need to be in a mental hospital. I'm like, who told you that? Was it mother? Because that's what happened at the last apartment, is the neighbors were saying the same thing, okay? So your mother's and father's very significant in these attacks in the community on you and keeping you on that lottery list and making sure that you are sacrificed for the family, for the community, and for these upper elite people, celebrities and so forth, politicians, that's what I hear, to keep everyone fed, right? Off of you, collective. So yeah, the fourth house is very significant. D and F could be significant. Divine feminine. They could have been attacking divine feminine constantly, to throw her off her game, right? But this could be divine feminine that's coming in for you, divine masculine. This could be your soul tribe. I saw the 1111, so that could also mean, that they're on their way, right? And I hear Eric Bellinger. What is it? I know it's late, but I'm still on my way. Still on my way, baby. Girl, if you pick up, pull it up, fuck it up. Girl, if you pick up, baby, I'm on my way. Hey, I hope you're ready for me. So be ready, divine feminine, divine masculine. Be ready. Stay ready. I know you stay ready. Okay. Oh, pet. They may be trying to do something with your pet. Even if your pets are nice and like how mine start barking when I do my videos. So especially when I do lives and things like that, they start barking and stuff. So they may be sending things to attempt, to do things to your pet, make them sick. So just watch when you walk them around. They're not picking up things with their mouths. They're not sniffing around weird stuff that's on the floor or on the ground, you know. So yeah, 10 to 25 years. This could be them being out in the cold. This could be the Eight of Swords. This could be the time that they're getting prison or jail. That's what I get a lot. Or it could be the time that they were attacking you, collective. This could be how many years that they were trying to get you off that list and take you out so they could have harvest for the community and for the family, right? Thank you, Spirit. So, yeah, food or drink. So we already know, and even in your dream state, watch that because they'll try to astral travel and have you in a state mentally where you're wanting to eat things and drink things in your sleep that are there sitting there like out of the blue. Where did they come from? Or somebody giving that to you in your dream state. Excuse me, in your dream state. That's a confirmation. B could be significant. So we have B, D, F, and T so far. This is prayers for poverty. So keep your prayers up, collective. Nothing's going to happen. It's all going to be reversed on them. What they've been doing with these rituals, with you being on the lottery, right? What they were doing in Florida. So Sunshine State. Clarity. So clarity. Yeah, so this is clarity here. So this is definitely bringing out. You could be in Florida, collective. They may be in Florida, but this is bringing out. I just said spiritual. When I said spiritual, when I said ritual, and I was going to say sacrifices, when they're trying to do prayers for poverty, they're doing rituals on you and trying to sacrifice you. So you could be using, you know, uh, Florida water. You could be using sage, like Palo Santo. You could be using these. As a matter of fact, let me burn some. But you could be using these things to counteract those prayers against poverty that they want you under. Okay? But Divine masculine, divine feminine, it's never too late. I know you're on your way to where you need to be, all in divine timing. Okay? So yeah, you could be using that to protect you. Do your prayer before you go to sleep, so you won't be doing in your dream state, doing this also. Okay. And again, Virgo, so these earth signs are very significant. These earth signs have been heavy in the readings. So I don't know if it's like prophecy, but or it's, because we're entering into a different age, that a lot of these earth signs are having to kind of get in the upright, right? Virgo, Capricorn. So we have T, D, T, D, B, F, T, D. Best friend could be involved. Your BF, best friend, is involved. Okay, he was still in front of you, collective, for sure. But these are the initials that came out. DB. Or your ex-lover who was your boyfriend. Okay. Do one more shuffle. Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah. Okay. One more. And we'll end it on that note. Okay. Aries. Then Libra. Okay. On the bottom, spirit guides. So it's actually in reverse, collective. So their spirit guides are kind of probably embarrassed by them. They might be embarrassed the way that they're acting, showing their ass and everything. So their spirit guides are not helping them. Okay, Libra, Aries and Libra came out. Okay, so we got some fire signs here too. Those might be other ex-lovers. Remember, I was saying it could be 2 or 3 ex-lovers in your past. Between 10 to 25 years. Yeah. So these. Excuse me. This is a fire sign, and this is an air sign. Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, right? Yeah. So Libra has been heavy in the readings. It'd be interesting whenever this court, they start getting called to court and stuff, who shows up. But I have a feeling this Libra and this Aries is one of the main runners that is ordering people, the elite that either helped and agreed to put you on the lottery list, collective, or they agreed to keep you on the lottery list when you were born, okay, and to put you through this cycle of a fake life so they could live, on your abundance, right? Live off of your abundance. But these two individuals are in higher up elite groups. They may be some of the celebrities. They may be some of the politicians involved, okay? But I get that these Aries and Libra is it goes kind of hierarchy. So it's like this. It was right the first time, Spirit. Okay. Aries, Libra, and then Capricorn, Virgo. So these Capricorn, Virgo is working up under these Aries and Libra. And this is the meetings that they're having. Again, they could be your brother. They could be your actual brother, or they could be like a a fraternity brother. Or it could be like law enforcement, there's a brotherhood there. So any type of group, organization, like Teamsters Union, things like that, brother could be significant, okay? So throat chakra came out, okay? You're using your throat chakra in the high priestess mode, or energy, I should say. So you are telling the truth, collective, and they don't like it. They don't like it. You're using your throat chakra that they thought you were not going to use, and they thought that you would be on this list and on this lottery and be pickings for the choosing. Just pick you off when they're ready, huh? Suck you dry, suck you dry, suck you dry. Use your energy, play off your abundance, live off of your fame and fortune. And then when they had enough of you, be the ultimate sacrifice to feed the whole community. When it was harvest time, when it was time to harvest. So they could have tried to take you out in October during Halloween, okay? Because that's when harvest time is. They were taking your profile and using your profile. So again, remember the copycats we were talking about, how the hermit tried to cover themselves in the Ace of Wands, or divine, try to be divine feminine, divine masculine, and come towards you to give you those spiritually those spirit diseases, or the actual diseases, act like they're your lover and loved on you, act like they really were healed. So basically they wanted to mirror you, okay? And this is what they've been doing this whole time, is mirroring who you are. You're charismatic. You're loved by the community, right? You touch people. You know how to respect people. You move with unconditional love, right? You don't move by judgment, okay? And you don't attack by judgment. Even if someone attacks you, you are in your Three of Wands energy, or your Eight of Cups energy, and you walk away, right? So they were using your profile. These may be the people that were using your profile. Tawana, Valerie, Melissa, Kimberly, Sean, Sherry, Tracy, Patricia, Annette, Eric, Chastity, Brianna, Barbara, Nolan, Adrian, Andre, Jackie, Calvin, Jason, Tree, Hannah, Trey, like Tremaine, Hannah, Brittany, Dion, Smith, Derek, Yvonne, Clarissa, David, Lauren. They may be the ones that were getting abundance off of your profile, collective. Even if these were, people, friends, family, whatever, they had felt an opportunity to come up off of you. Even if it was just to get a new car. They used you, okay? There may have been a coworker that was supposed to be your manager, right? And be safe. You're supposed to feel safe with your manager at work, but they're asking you for private information. Like they're trying to help you get locked at, like say like you locked yourself out of your computer. So they're trying to help you get into your computer, but they ask you for information that they shouldn't ask you for. But you trust them, right? You trust them, and you go ahead and give it to them. Now they done got a whole house off of you, right? A whole car, family. So understand, collective, how far your energy and your aura stretches. This is why you were picked to be on the lottery the whole time. And they thought they won the lotto. How about that? In October, when they tried to take you out when it was harvest time, right? For the whole community, they thought they could take you out, and they won the lotto with their Ace of Pentacles. But God said, no, it's not happening. Karma is what's going to happen, right? So this is the Tayet. This is the feminine goddess symbol. It could be divine, masculine or feminine. It is the knot of Isis. Red may be significant. Your root chakra. They were attacking this. Divine feminine. They may have been trying to dig through your trash and get things in your trash that had your blood on it or your DNA. Divine masculine, the same thing. Okay. But again, the old kingdom. So your bloodline is old. You are connected to the old kingdom. It says 2613 to 2181 BCE. So they didn't know who they was messing with. They put you on this lottery collective after everybody else that they took out, right? Successfully with no problem. They came for you. And your blood is connected to the old kingdom. You do your affirmations, collective. I delight in my world, and my world delights in me. I love myself. I have the Midas touch. April 7th, 2024 could be significant. And then I came out. So, again, your profile, your ID. I mean, I can't make this always comes out when I do these readings. Okay? Because they could not cloak themselves with the Ace of Wands, with your creativity, with your passion, with your everything that you come up with, your networking skills, your communication, your sensual sexuality, all of that. They could not cloak themselves without stealing your ID and your profile and pretending to be you. Okay? Fib. They did lies on you. They were fibbing the whole time, collective, and they turned the whole community against you to stone you. So I could just imagine back in the day when the lotteries were going on in these little towns, how the family turned the whole community against this person to convince them that it was okay to throw stones at these people and kill them. Fib. See? Bit. It just wanted a little bit, but they took a lot. You okay, John? You okay? So watch your pets. Make sure, because they may like to look out the window a lot. So just make sure you're watching them because people could be trying to do. They're protected. Everything's protected, but they still may be trying to be slick and do stuff. Fit, collective. You're probably fit in your best, living your best life, right? Because you're not in lack. You're not living in lack. It reminds me of that movie, the clown that went around murdering the kids, right? So again, back to the inner child, because in the movie, these people grew up from kids to adults, and they still had those fears. They still had those childhood traumas and fears that they went through with that killer clown that was going around taking kids' lives, in the town, right? None of them healed their inner child, and they came back to that town and went through the same thing. They were getting haunted by that clown because they did not heal. So in a sense, the same thing is going to happen to these individuals because they chose not to go within and heal their inner child and love that inner child and become a balanced individual emotionally, physically, you know, um, balancing out their shadow with their light. All right, collective. So look, we gonna end it on that note. The Eight of Swords, the Five of Pentacles. This is who's coming. If they're not there already, because they know that you were put on a lottery, collective. They know the list. Collective, I love you. All Light No Therapy, thank you for spending time. And I will see you on the next video.